Hello everybody, I'm determined to do a video and it's gonna have to be short, but I'm going to be using this awesome set from Simon Says Stamp. I just love this set. There's so many great fun things you can do. So I'm gonna color these with Copic markers, and I think I'm gonna put the little bunny sitting in the umbrella next to her. But we'll see if that's how the plan goes. Sometimes it changes. So I've pre-stamped her on some watercolor paper because I was going to watercolor it at the time. So since I'm cutting her out, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I've pre-cut some circles in this just really thin copy paper, typing paper, and how did I want it? I'm just going to create a fun background and I can trim it later. So I think that's how I want it to go. This is going to be a background, and this is another one of those unedited videos, just kind of in the process of just winging it. So I'm using some painter's tape here just to tape this down so it doesn't move. I just wanted to show you another way to use stencils, kind of like a spotting technique, whatever. Okay, so we're going to be using these Luscious inks, Fog, Mint, and Sea Glass. And we're just going to wing it here. So I like to use these daubers. And here we go. So I'm just going to grab one of the blue ones. Usually they dry out, so it'll be okay. But just to make sure, I have this piece of paper here. This one resembles mint. And I just like to test to make sure that there's no ink on there. So I'm going to grab the stencil. I love this grid. There's so many cool things. Laura Basson did an awesome video with this stencil. So if you bought it because you saw her do it, here's another way you can do it. So I'm going to alternate using these colors. I'm going to use the green first. This doesn't need to be taped down. I think it'll be fine. Let's see. So I'm going to ink up my dauber, and you can always test, make sure you like that color, whatever. Now, I always like to, I call it hovering, kind of hover in the corner. I do this with distress ink too. And then you slightly move your dauber or distressing tool into the center. That way it's kind of gradient. So I'm going to hover this ink in this corner gently because I don't want the stencil to move. Notice I'm staying in that one place. And then I'm bringing the color in with a lighter touch. I love these daubers. So I'm going to add some more to that corner there, and then lighten my grip a little and bring it more towards the center. Okay, that's done. Let's see how it looks. Voila. So we are going to wipe this off. We don't want to cross-contaminate any colors. And we're going to, since this is going to be behind her, this circle here, we're going to use the Sea Glass. And I'll get another dauber. I want to thank you all for your submissions and your excitement for the DailyMarker 30-Day Coloring Challenge. It's been so exciting. I'm a little behind on commenting because it's hard to create, post, and comment, especially because my husband just had surgery and I've been running around playing nurse a lot. And right now he's sleeping, so I thought, hey, let me see what I can get done here. And then we are supported by so many family and friends, and they come and then I have to visit, which is fabulous. But not a lot of time to devote to a color challenge, but I'm loving seeing your creations. They're so inspiring. Okay, so there's the sea glass, and then this is going to be gray, so maybe we'll have this be green again, and I think we'll have this be sea glass. So it'd be also cool to do this grid at an angle. Okay, now let's do the sea glass again. I'm not going to wipe off my thing. And kind of hovering here in the corner a little bit, and then lightening up my grip and pulling the rest of the color down. On a vivid color, this is more obvious. Whoops, forgot that little corner there. Now I might as well just leave the grid right here, and I'm going to do the third ink, Fog. I thought these colors would stand out because I'm going to do her coat, I think, in yellow and then use lots of pinks. So I'm going to test my dauber again, make sure that that doesn't have anything on it. I'm kind of holding my stencil with the ink pad, and I'm doing my hover thing. Barb, who I've known for a long time, I met her in the Hero Arts group. She left me a comment on Instagram that she's hovering, and I always in my classes would really make that a very important fact, to hover, because you just get that gradient color. So staying in that area, now I'm pulling the color through. I want to be careful not to come over here if possible, but it could be a cool look too. Now I really wanted to use, I'm going to go ahead and keep the, well, I have to move this a little bit. And I'm doing the same thing here. I wanted to use some embossing paste, but I don't have time for that today. Someone's going to be ringing my doorbell soon. And I'm not hovering in the corner on this. Got to mix things up. So I'm removing that. I'm going to wipe this off really quick. I'm going to remove the painter's tape and see how this looks, and I might lay it down one more time. I just want some accent dots. I got a little hazing, let's call it, from here. I don't know how that happened, but that's okay. I think I might do another one here. I guess we'll make that, let's do a blue one, and let's have them intersect a little bit. So we're just going with the flow, and even if I don't love how it looks now, I might like it later. So I try just to keep going with it, go with my gut instinct, and it usually comes together. So keep that in mind when you're creating. Don't analyze it too much. Just keep going with that initial thought, and it usually works out. Okay, that looks nice intersecting. So let's do a third with the gray here. Actually, this is the same size, so we don't want that. So let's do this. I mean, we'll just have one intersecting cluster and then call it a day, because I don't want this to be too long. I can't edit it. But you get the idea. And this would be really cool to put embossing paste to color it, and then just put it over these circular areas for a cool background. Whoops. Now you need to remove that painter's tape ever so slowly. And that looks kind of cool. So we are going to take this bigger dot and we're going to add some more. I think we need something up here. So let's have that intersect. And what color do we want? Tell me. Gray. Let's just go with blue. It's so gorgeous. It's light. It's subtle. So we got blue. I'll just do our favorite. Okay. Whoops. Got to put the grid down. I have a slight cold. I don't know if you can tell. But I think you're going to want to pop over to my blog and see what is going on there. Copic markers I love, and I think their blending sets are a fabulous way to get started or to travel with. I'm not hovering here. And I'm going to be giving one of those away on my blog. Simon Says Stamp is giving one of those to you, my readers. So hop over there. Okay. So kind of in threes. Maybe there's already one touching her head. There's one here. I think we need one more here. Let's do a small intersecting green. And right now, since we've already laid down the color, I don't care if there's any cross-contamination of colors. I think it might look kind of cool. And I don't have a baby. Let's do one more big one here. That's bigger than that. Okay, good. So we'll just have a lot trickling on this side. I'm going to trim this a little, so I'm going to put this here. This will be blue again. I'll try and hover a little more on this. Oh, I want the green and the blue. Now this time I'm hovering, and I'm just going to pull it down, the color. Remove that, I'll wipe that off later, and here you go. And I think this should look cool when we're done. Let's add one more there. That's the fun part of creating. It's like one more here, one more there. So let's do blue and green, and then call it a day. I'm not even going to worry if the grid matches. Sorry for my arm. Green, that's so fast. Okay, we're good. We kind of got something in all the corners. I'm going to trim this off and color them up, and that's a quick video for you. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Don't forget to hop over to the blog for the giveaway, and there's a full supply list in the description. Okay, bye.